Welcome to Movie Rundown today. We're going to take a look at the movie Sous Emprise. If you're ready, let's begin. As a young girl, Roxana used to frequent the beach with her grandfather, who taught her the art of diving. The serenity and tranquility she experienced beneath the surface surpassed any worldly pleasures. She pursued her passion for marine biology in college, aiming to become a marine biologist. One day, she came across a poster advertising diving lessons by the renowned freediver Pascal Gauthier. Without hesitation, Roxana paid the course fee and arrived at the designated location on time. There, she met Tom, a diving instructor working alongside Pascal. From the very first day of class, an undeniable connection sparked between them. However, despite the initial chemistry, Roxana's heart was set on Pascal from the moment she laid eyes on him. Amidst their diving sessions, Pascal imparted valuable knowledge to Roxana about staying underwater. Their mutual love for diving forged a strong bond between them. Roxana found solace in Pascal's presence and cherished every moment spent with him. She eventually joined Pascal's team for a practice session. On that fateful day, she witnessed the immense risks involved in their profession. Pascal aimed to break a world record by diving 172 meters underwater, and his team members were stationed at various intervals, equipped with oxygen tanks to monitor his progress. A specialized sled took Pascal to great depths, and when he was ready to resurface, activating a gas cylinder provided the thrust necessary for a swift ascent. Only submarines had gone beyond the 172-meter mark since the human lungs couldn't handle such depths. At that depth, a person couldn't receive oxygen without risking lung damage. Although Pascal successfully completed the dive, tragically, one of his team members lost his life. Stéphane, another team member, held Pascal responsible for sending the inexperienced rookie down to a depth of 40 meters. With the team in need of a new member, Roxana stepped up to fill the void. Stéphane, aware of the risks involved, opposed the idea, but Pascal had faith in Roxana's abilities. He believed she had a natural talent and the adaptability necessary for the job. Roxana diligently learned the safety protocols and prepared to assist Pascal. On the day of the event, Pascal accomplished his goal of diving 172 meters, setting a new world record. The team celebrated their triumph, and Roxana felt on top of the world. In a moment of elation, she informed her mother that she would leave her studies to accompany Pascal on his journey. Although her mother disapproved, Roxana refused to heed her advice. Shortly after the record-breaking achievement, another freediver surpassed Pascal's feat by diving to a depth of 174 meters. Pascal now faced the challenge of competition and aimed for 176 meters. However, luck was not on his side. He experienced a blackout during his dive, and the doctor advised him to stop diving. Pascal, unwilling to give up, resisted any attempts to change his mind, driven by his unwavering passion for the profession. As Pascal took a break, he introduced Roxana to the world of freediving. She quickly made her mark, setting a new record for French women by diving 56 meters in the constant weight with fins category. The media celebrated her achievement, and from a distance, Pascal watched her with a mixture of pride and disappointment. Pascal's determination resurfaced when a U.S. woman named Naomi broke yet another world record, surpassing the men's mark of 174 meters with a dive to 178 meters. Pascal resolved to dive 180 meters, aiming to establish a new record. As Roxana's fame soared, continuously shattering world records and being hailed as a symbol of allure, Pascal, once a vibrant force in the lives of those around him, was now grappling with a haunting sense of insignificance. As he observed the world around him, he couldn't help but notice the subtle shifts in the way people regarded him. It was as if his presence, once commanding attention and admiration, had started to fade into the background. Roxana, his beloved companion, had always been his biggest supporter. She not only loved him passionately, but also respected him as her mentor. Pascal cherished their relationship, finding solace and inspiration in their bond. However, lately he found himself increasingly burdened by the weight of his own insecurities. Although Roxana continued to shower him with praise and affection, Pascal couldn't escape the nagging feeling that his accomplishments were losing their luster. The celebrations held in his honor felt hollow, lacking the genuine enthusiasm that once filled the air. Deep down, he longed for something more profound than mere applause and recognition. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Pascal mustered the courage to express his inner turmoil to Roxana. He bared his soul, revealing revealing his truest desires and fears. It was in that vulnerable moment that he confessed his willingness to witness Roxana's future record-breaking endeavors, relinquishing his position as her lover and mentor. It wasn't an act of surrender or resignation, but rather an act of profound love and sacrifice. Pascal understood that his own journey had reached a crossroads, where he had to make a choice between clinging to fading glory or embracing the immense potential that lay ahead for Roxana. He couldn't bear the thought of hindering her progress or overshadowing her triumphs, whether as a participant or a coach. So, with unwavering determination, Pascal made a solemn vow to himself and to Roxana. He would step aside from the spotlight, becoming a silent witness to her future accomplishments. He pledged to support her from the shadows, silently encouraging her as she broke records, achieved milestones, and soared to new heights. In doing so, Pascal found solace in his selfless decision. He discovered that his own significance was not defined solely by his achievements or the adoration of others. True fulfillment lay in nurturing and empowering those he held dear. By relinquishing his role as the celebrated figure, he could fully embrace the role of a guiding force behind Roxana's incredible journey. As time passed, Pascal watched Roxana flourish, breaking barriers and surpassing all expectations. Every triumph, every victory she achieved filled his heart with a profound sense of joy and pride. Through the lens of his undying admiration, he witnessed the emergence of a shining star, no longer overshadowed by his own fading radiance. And so, Pascal's story became intricately intertwined with Roxana's, as their love and mutual growth blossomed in the face of adversity. In his selfless act, he found a new purpose and a renewed sense of significance, one that transcended his own individual aspirations and embraced the profound beauty of empowering others. Roxana sensed the growing distance between her and Pascal. He often left her alone at night, deepening her sense of loneliness. Roxana's childhood had been challenging, marked by her father's suicide due to depression when she was just 12 years old. She had always grappled with the reasons behind her father's departure and developed an obsession with the concept of death. In her darkest moments, she even attempted suicide, longing to join her father, but her grandfather saved her life. It was only after meeting Pascal that Roxana began to grasp the true meaning of her existence. She considered Pascal's presence in her life to be of paramount importance, deeming trophies and titles meaningless without him. Pascal insisted that Roxana compete in the no-limit category, disregarding the concerns of his entire team. Determined, Roxana accepted the challenge. During an argument, she made it clear that she was undertaking the dive for herself, pushing the astonishing depth of 180 meters. The weight of history bore down on his shoulders, as memories of previous attempts flooded his previously succumbed to the unforgiving darkness, losing consciousness as his body struggled to cope with the immense pressure. As Pascal descended into the abyss, his heart pounding with anticipation, the past threatened to repeat itself. Despite his rigorous training and preparation, the familiar sensation of impending blackout began to consume him once again. The world around him blurred and Kana thought about quitting. However, Pascal refused to let Roxana. His unyielding belief in her abilities, forged through their shared journey, resonated deep within mentor. It was an embodiment of resilience and perseverance, a constant reminder of the heights they could achieve together. As Pascal emerged from the depths, his consciousness gradually returning, he saw the reflection of his own determination in Roxana's eyes. He knew he couldn't let his own setbacks hinder her progress. Drawing strength from their intertwined destinies, he urged her to continue. Later, she stumbled upon his affair when she followed Pascal and witnessed him kissing another woman. Seeking solace, she turned to Tom, and they found comfort in each other's arms. Roxana confided in Tom, revealing that her upcoming dive, intended to break a record, would be her last. Pascal, consumed by guilt, shattered a mirror with his hand, emotionally manipulating Roxana into staying. Roxana continued her training under Pascal's guidance. Eventually, Pascal discovered Roxana's affair with Tom. On the day of the competition, Roxana's focus wavered upon seeing the girl with whom Pascal had cheated on her. Meanwhile, Tom caught Pascal tampering with the ballast tank after he and Stephanie completed the final equipment check. The dive commenced, and at the bottom, the ballast tank failed to open. Roxana found herself trapped. Running out of air, her lifeless body slowly floated back up to the surface, where Stephane rescued her from the water. Tom knew Pascal was responsible for Roxana's death, but chose not to reveal the truth to the authorities. The incident was deemed accidental, concealing Pascal's role in the tragedy. If you enjoyed the content, please consider liking and subscribing to show your support. By doing so, you'll stay updated with future content and help us reach a wider audience. Your support means a lot to us.